The Senate just passed a budget resolution which will greenlight the new $1.9 trillion COVID relief package. All right, so this was a tie until Vice President Kamala Harris came in. So the tie ended at 51-50 to pass this relief bill. Now, this relief bill is actually going to increase interest rates, and I'll explain here why. All right, so there's a little bit of some cause and effect going on. So first, what ends up happening is COVID relief. As COVID relief increases, what ends up happening is the government has to get that money from somewhere. All right, and contrary to popular belief is the government isn't printing money. What they're doing is they're actually issuing treasuries. So they're borrowing money instead of printing it. So when more treasuries get issued, what ends up happening is the price of the treasuries lowers. All right, when the price of the treasury lowers, the treasury yield increases. And the treasury yield is closely correlated to mortgage interest rates. So as treasury yield increases, mortgage rates increase. So that's what ends up happening here. What ends up happening is the price starts to drop on the treasuries since everything is a little bit more diluted because 1.9 trillion needs to come out of somewhere. And that increases treasury yield rates, which increases mortgage rates here. That impact now has a lower purchase power for people, right? So because interest rates increase, your monthly payment would increase for a similarly priced home, which means you can purchase a little bit less. So how much interest rates are going to change? Probably not a crazy amount, but we are going to see a small uptick in interest rates because of this stimulus package, and also maybe a slight decrease in buyer demand, because as interest rates go up a little bit, we tend to see buyer demand drop down. Now, how much, again, are we going to see interest rates change? It's incredibly difficult to predict because this relies on a lot of different factors. And we're also still seeing stocks rallying day after day after day. So right now we're in really high euphoria with stocks. Odds are we're going to see a correction at some point in the future. When that ends up happening, we'll probably get some more relief on the mortgage interest rate side. So what I would expect, interest rates would probably increase just a little bit. It's nothing that I'd worry too much about. I don't think it should push you into a decision if you're not ready for it, just because we might see a small increase. I imagine we're still going to stay extremely low, historically low, over the next 2 years. So even if we do see a little bit of an uptick in rates, what should end up happening is once the stock market corrects, hopefully at some point in the future, interest rates are going to benefit and decline when that ends up happening. All right, and then just to talk to appreciation a little bit, experts are predicting 6% appreciation in 2021. So that's still incredibly strong appreciation. So even if we're seeing an increase in interest rates, purchasing still could be a good decision monetarily from a price perspective as those homes continue to appreciate in value, right? A $300,000 home at 6% appreciation is going to net $18,000 in pure gain just from appreciation alone. Okay, and if you want to learn more about cash on cash and how that works, the money that you spend with your down payment and appreciation, what that money looks like coming in, and your return on investment, you can text #cash to my number, which is 937-358-6542 if you want to get that cash on cash calculator. All right, so if you want to learn more a little bit about 6 reasons why it might not be a good time for you to buy right now, check out this video over here. It's going to help you learn more about some things that you need to watch out for before you're ready to go into the buying decision.